let me give you background information about the site that we put together. Basically, when the riots happened on December the 8th, unfortunately, as a communication student, I was actually sleeping. I had a really long day the entire day, and I only got to know about riots only when I woke up. There were so many missed calls, so many things going over the internet, over Facebook, many people giving their points of view. So over the next few days, myself and Zach, we actually went down to actually help support the shopkeepers and those affected. We thought, let's have a meal, let's talk to people and find out what's going on. So Zach and myself, we both felt very strongly about the incident. It's not so much how it happened, it's more why it happened. So we gave it a week. We thought that was just enough time, because if we moved in too early, it's going to be too raw. And if we moved in too late, it's going to be too late. So we waited for exactly 7 days. So exactly a week after the riots, which was on the December the 16th, we moved down, and just so everyone knows, we are not affiliated with any press or any organization. We did this as a ground-up effort. It was totally independent, and we hope to showcase to you what we found. So we covered pretty much most people in Little India, like shopkeepers, migrant workers, and even people who live around the area. So for today's discussion, we're going to talk about three main shopkeepers. The first one would be I. Subahan. Basically, Subahan runs a shop together with a friend of his. Together, they do alcohol provisions, but mostly alcohol. So when we went down, that was when the 48-hour alcohol ban actually kicked in. So when we spoke to him, initially he thought we were undercover police, and he refused to actually speak anything to us. But eventually we got him to talk, and he told us many things that happened, actually many of which I believe is not being publicized widely as it should. One of the things would be actually during the riot, even people who were intoxicated, workers who were intoxicated, actually helped him to put in his provisions so that he wouldn't be affected. They actually went around to restaurants and assisted the women and children out of the place so that they wouldn't get into the fracas. So yeah, so for Suban's point of view, I would say he's really definitely disappointed, because actual sales of alcohol a weekend, actually, it can help to pay the rent for an entire month. So I was actually quite surprised to learn that a weekend sales of alcohol can actually help to pay the entire month. So you can just imagine the profits that he makes on a usual day. So the next person we're going to talk about is Mr. Paranjit Singh. Mr. Paranjit actually holds the largest alcohol wholesale shop in the entire Little India district. So he actually manufactures, he brings in, exports alcohol, and he also does import, and he does delivery to most of the pubs and restaurants in and around Little India. So you can imagine, with the alcohol ban, he's actually facing losses amounting to about 40 to 50,000, and actually giving himself some time to see if things work out. If not, then he's probably going to have to wrap up and look elsewhere. So from Mr. Pranjit's point of view, he has been dealing with migrant workers, intoxicated or not, for a very long time. From his point of view, what he told us was that, yeah, the intoxicated workers, they do get into fracas among themselves, but they're very respectful to anyone and everyone around them. This includes women, children, and anybody who's walking past. They would never pick a fight with you for no good reason. In fact, they will actually move away, or they try their best not to get involved with you. The last person that we're going to see is Mr. Muthu. So the first two shopkeepers are people who deal with alcohol. Mr. Muthu actually doesn't deal with alcohol, he does this as a provision shop. But he was right in the thick of the action, because his shop is located not very far away from when the accident happened. So when he was about to close shop, he started hearing dustbins being thrown around, explosions and stuff. So from his point of view, he said, for starters, people stopped coming to the shop altogether. Even when they do, even people who live right on top of the flats, they actually call in to ask, like, is it safe for me to come down? Is there anything going on? So you can imagine the kind of paranoia that's really being spread by people living around the area. From his point of view, he's definitely against the alcohol ban, mainly because even though he doesn't sell alcohol, the people who patronize the area actually come to him to buy their provisions, to buy their soap, because it's much cheaper to buy from Little India than within the dormitories. The dormitories actually overprice all their stuff. So to tell the workers to just stay within a dormitory and shop within a dormitory is actually going to be very negative for their finances, definitely. So from his point of view, yeah, he's definitely not against the ban as well. So we've done several photo essays like this, and people at Postcode were very nice to actually feature us for the first time. Subsequently, we are thinking of actually putting together a book which is still under talk, so hopefully that pans out well. Yeah, and yeah, again, thank you so much for having me here. Hopefully my perspectives have helped. Thank you.